Oh What a Lovely War, Alan Lewis and Kira Sangster in Oh What a Lovely War, David Cooper photo by Joan Littlewood, Theatre Workshop, and Charles Chilton, directed by Peter Hinton. Until October 13 at the Royal George Theatre, 85 Queen Street, Niagara-on-the-Lake. Shawfest.com and 1-800-511-7429. It sought to inform and to entertain, and it broke your heart in the process, so said Sir Richard Eyre, former artistic director of London's National Theatre, about the original production of this musical entertainment, which premiered at Theatre Royal, Stratford East, also in London, in 1963. The show festival's current staging accomplishes all these things again, while adding another task and knocking it out of the park, to make this very English piece relevant to today's Canada. Article continued below. The genius of the original show, as director Peter Hinton argues in a program note, was the endlessly innovative and forward-thinking dramaturgy, spearheaded by its co-creator Joan Littlewood, the Theatre Royal's artistic director. Littlewood and her collaborators used the familiar popular entertainment forms of music hall and variety to make serious points about the senseless carnage of the First World War. Hinton's production speedily opens up a set of narrative frames that first locates the audience exactly where it is, in the Royal George Theatre in Niagara-on-the-Lake in August 2018, and then flashes back to the same place a century earlier, setting up a consideration of the Great War through a local lens. Another framework, less necessary but still entertaining, is that of the creation of the original production. Jenny L. Wright offers a delightful cameo as Littlewood, coaching the company and observing the action intermittently from the sidelines. Pierrot costumes and puppets are another nod to the Littlewood original. Some of the material comes from the original text, such as a conversation between actors playing the combatant nations. One is England, another Germany, another France, pontificating and colluding in war as big business. Jeff Irving plays an ongoing role as the blustering Field Marshal Haig, in the first act leading his troops in a hilariously incomprehensible weapons drill, and in the much darker second act ordering troops back into battle again and again despite the staggering number of dead. A running total is kept on a scoreboard. Local references are layered into this Europe set material. Christy Frank plays a bawdy English showgirl cracking wise to a Niagara audience about Canada's looker of a Prime Minister, Robert Borden, not the current guy, and Jacqueline Thayer is a powerful presence as a Canadian nurse on the Western Front. The well-known story of German and English troops exchanging carols and makeshift gifts on Christmas Eve 1914 is played here with just the right shift from punch-drunk humor into pathos. Throughout, Hinton stages the action in unexpected corners of the Royal George, bringing the audience thrillingly close to what's happening. A central feature of Teresa Shabilsky's flexible set design is several upright pianos that are moved around to represent everything from the interior of a trench to a lineup of military horses. Alongside Bonnie Beecher's varied and subtle lighting, Paul Sportelli's spirited music direction of the five-piece band, and Alexis Milligan's varied choreography, an essential design element is Howard J. Davis's remarkable projections of historical photographs, maps, and paintings. Because this is about the war in Canada, it was always going to be about colonialism. Hinton and his company dig deeply into the complications that came with supporting king and country from this location and distance. Impressive research brings together varied material about Canada's war effort, with a particular eye to stories of Indigenous and Black Canadians struggling against racist barriers to play their part. Article continued below. Metis pre-performer Ryan Cunningham delivers the opening land acknowledgement, and at various points during the production reaches into a medicine bag around his neck and offers tobacco to the land. In my limited, intrigued reading, this ritual action kept tugging the production back to the immediate place in time, reminding the audience that some issues of national loyalty and betrayal referenced in the production remain unresolved. Alan Lewis, too, is a recurring presence as a silken MC, offering ironic narration. When he sings the war standard, there's a long, long trail. Against projected images of uniformed black soldiers, new levels of identification and pain emerge. Kira Sangster gives further voice to Black Canadians' contribution to the war and struggle for recognition afterwards, while Marla McLean plays a Canadian suffragette campaigning against the war, with a George Bernard Shaw play in her pocket, and David Ball's rendition of The Boy I Love is up in the gallery, references same-sex desire. And more. There are many threads, musical highlights, and running themes, all add up to a complex viewing experience that grabs you by the gut while maintaining a critical edge. Though, by the time James Daly took on the guise of a Canadian soldier who became a poignant statistic, controlling my emotions became a futile exercise. The extent to which the production lands its points was apparent at the performance I attended by the audience's increasingly appalled gasps as the cast updated the Tote Board of War Dead. Educating, entertaining, heartbreaking, Hinton's production has it all. Excellence across all areas of creative production and craft weave together to deliver this production's high ambitions. It's a show unapologetic about its brains, its heart, and its ethical principles, and exemplifies what a well-funded repertory company such as the Shaw Festival exists to do.